What is good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Late Night Line. Me and Tove is hanging out tonight, and hopefully we can get into some interesting conversation. A lot of things are going on in the world today, and let's just all be kind to each other. You know, you got to at least do one good deed for the week. What's going on, Tove? How's it popping?
Man, we here, man. So we got some good content for tonight, but
It's been a busy week. A lot
definitely
of
been a
things
busy
going
week.
on. We can
Yeah,
start
man.
anywhere.
But other than that, what's new? Let's dialogue for a little bit before we hop into anything, man.
I've been fixing up the cave, the cove over here.
Yeah.
I'm working on my other camera here. A lot of upgrades. So I'm getting ready to start back pushing more content out for the other channels. I'm going through my rebuild right now. Getting the podcast studio built up,
Yeah.
Now that I'm 10 toes in,
Nice.
I'm actually 2 years on YouTube on Peapod
Nice.
Cove.
Yeah.
I got a thing the other day. I was like, damn, 2 years flew by quick.
Yeah, they call it the Terrible 2.
Terrible 2?
Yeah. That's what they call it.
When I got to about a year and a half, I started the second and the third channel. And when I did the second one, I started to get burnt out. Like it was just hit a wall.
I know the feeling.
I understand that now because, they always tell you, and if anybody out there that think they can't get on YouTube, trust me, you can. And they always tell you you're supposed to start before you should. That way you can learn. And if you're smart enough, you'll learn from your mistakes. And that's definitely one of the things I'm happy about now. But I had to take a break. I crashed out.
Yeah. Man. One thing about it, you got to be dedicated, man. You got to be dedicated. It's one of those things where once you start to fade and there's no support, man.
It wasn't even that because the channels was growing.
Right.
I got monetized 11 months in, and I kind of slowed. Actually, no, I was doing the Kendrick stuff, so that stuff took off. But when I started the other channel, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna throw some videos on there, and I'm gonna build it slow. And in 4 days, boom, it happened. And all of a sudden, I'm like, so I couldn't stop, so I had to keep going. But I was worn out. I would do 12-hour shift every day, then I come home and do this. So it's not like this is the full-time thing. So yeah, I got burned out, man. I was like, man, I need a break. I just shut everything off. I came home
went to sleep.
For real.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, man. Once you grinding and you're moving, it takes a toll on you because it's like, and that's the thing with growing a channel and all of that, man. You got to have a team. Once you start to get to higher level, you got to transition into a team, and that's what some of these top YouTubers don't tell you. They got team.
You either get a team or you have the best streamlined system ever made.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. This is where we need these little bots and AIs to come into play and help us out. We get home, you hand us our itinerary home, you walk in, they just hand you a packet. This is your lines. We should shoot in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, realistically, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Say, hey, I want to
get there though. It's gonna get there. AI coming along. It's starting to do its thing.
What was that movie, iRobot?
Was it?
Yeah, iRobot.
Okay.
No, not iRobot. The one there with the kid.
I can't remember the name of that one.
It was AI. It was called AI.
Yeah, AI. It's called.
It was AI. It was AI. That was the movie it was called. When they had actual people, they had prostitutes, people working, but it was all AI stuff. And they lived in a real world with regular people, and you can buy your little, you know what I'm saying? And that would be cool, man. You get a little AI to come do the dirty work.
Yeah, they started to roll them out, though.
But they ain't for the they'll probably price so high right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. They cost way. We're gonna get into that. So I got some. Hold on, right? So let's hop into the first one.
All right.
Let's hop into the first one. So here we go.
They're black women in different cultures.
We don't. They ain't black.
I'm Jamaican.
You ain't black.
Then what am I?
Jamaican.
I'm black.
You Jamaican.
No.
You Jamaican.
It's a difference, huh?
It's a difference.
Okay, describe the difference.
If I go to your...
What color is my skin? What color is my skin?
Yellow.
Okay, and it derived from?
Even white derived from black. Even white derived from black. All colors in the color spectrum come from the black. But y'all have been classified as Jamaicans. We still haven't been identified nor classified. We were just given a color.
When I fill out a paperwork here in the States, it doesn't say Jamaican anywhere.
But black is not a person. That's not a noun. Mm-hmm. That's more of an adjective, isn't it? Well, how can you describe me as being black? You have a name. You're Jamaican.
You're American.
Well, I'm black American.
Okay, I'm black Jamaican.
It don't say that. You're making something up now. It don't say that. Our paperwork, we have to check something. When you go back home, you don't check nothing. You're automatic Jamaican.
Right.
I'm not automatic American. I'm automatic black. Black people aren't American. We had to be given American rights. You see what I'm saying? So when we say black, we talking us. Mm-hmm. Y'all ain't us. Mm. Don't y'all got Jamaican food?
Yes.
Don't y'all have a Jamaican culture?
Yes.
We don't.
You have an American culture.
What's
in Texas? In Texas.
Yeah, so do you think he got a point?
No, he ain't got a point. He's an idiot.
Nah. Go ahead, explain.
Listen. So I'm not black? Right?
Which country though? You got to specify in America.
Because okay, one time, right, I was at work one night, and when I was working third shift, and I was talking to this guy. He was a black American guy, and then he was like, "You black, but you not black." And I was like, "What do you mean by that?" And I was like, "Yo, like you think because I come from the Caribbean, I'm a different black?" Like, yo, we got dropped off before y'all. Like, we the same people. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We're the same black people, so we are black. Like, we're not black Americans, but we are black. Like, saying, oh, no, you're not black, you're Jamaican is an idiot, because we all came from Africa. Black people came from Africa. Around the world, you're a black man. You know what I'm saying? When they throw your ass in jail, they don't call you nothing other than nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why he would say that. I've heard this argument before, and we're all black. No matter if you come from Dominican Republic, who no, they don't claim themselves to be black either. It don't matter where you are. If you got black skin, you're black. Simple as that.
So what I was going to say is, I think you missed the point. I think you missed the point. And what? Well, let me kind of see what I got from it. Instead of saying, I think I think that when he was explaining it, he was saying, and it's true, when you go to Trinidad, there's no such thing as black or white. There's none of that. You're Trinidadian. When you go to St. Lucia, you're St. Lucian. When you go to Jamaica, you're Jamaican.
Right. I understand that.
Right. But hold on. I get you.
I understand
but
that.
You didn't specify that in your argument.
No. Listen, I understand all that. The only thing is wrong with that is in America, black is an issue. But in the rest of the world, you black. They're going to tell you that no matter where you go, you black.
But he's not arguing that. That's where the issue comes in. Well, let me clarify that. Yes, he's arguing that, but I messed up, right? So what he's trying to say is, in America, they're not American first, they're black first. Then they had to be included, because you remember, if you go back and you read, they weren't even considered, a person. So what I'm trying to say is, hey, even in the islands, and well, I learned over a few times, like in Jamaica, Trinidad, St. Lucia, and all of them, you are subject to the Queen. You know that, right? Most of those people were like a subject of the Queen, because if you look, most of the stuff they have the Queen in England and all of that stuff.
That's before they got their independence and all that.
Some of them, not all of them. Because
you don't have to.
I get what you said.
Monarchy,
right?
A lot of you got to file for that. In Trinidad, once we got our independence, that was the first thing they filed for.
Right.
So we won one of the first.
If you catch a court case, some of them still got to report to England.
Hell yeah.
So if they have their own independence, why are they referring to England?
Well, that's what I'm saying. A lot of countries are now getting rid of it. A lot of countries didn't. Jamaica just got rid of theirs, like a year or two ago. Barbados,
I'm not too sure, but I just remember. I just remember that. But if you look at it, they always got to appeal to the higher court in England.
Right. So, like, for instance, if they got to do like any military thing or anything that needs, they got to write to the monarchy, and they have to tell them yes or no.
So, but I don't understand the logic behind it. I get it. Some of it is allies and treaties and stuff like that.
It's control. It's basically modern day slavery. You know what I'm saying? They're reporting to the Queen. They're reporting to it's a king now. But yeah, if they had to do certain things, they had to get their approval to do it. But yet, when things are on the island, they're not helping in any way. These people still got to fend for themselves, so they dug themselves out of it.
Yep.
At the Charleston White, though, I understand what he means to be black in America. Growing up in America, I know what that means. I've been here since I was 9 years old, living in this country. However, that doesn't change me being black outside of America and coming into America. You're still a black person, and that's all they see you as. But I do understand what he's saying. But at the same time, is he trying to make himself seem better than her because he's Black American?
No, I don't think so. So I understand where you're going with it, right? But if we keep it at surface level, right?
Because he's trying to separate the two and say it's our black is different from your black.
All right. So let's go back one step. Let's establish this right here. When you go to Trinidad, are you considered black?
Yeah.
All right, let's be very specific. On a form, when you go fill out, do you have to fill out anything that's saying you're black?
No.
Right. That's where the issue lies.
But what's the demographics of the people living in my country?
Black.
In the United Nations.
I know,
but
that's the point.
Indian, and maybe a couple Chinese and a few, but it's very small culturally. In the United States, is infinite countries live here.
Right. So that's what we're trying to say. All right. So let's take it like this, right? Let's take it like this. I've lived here long enough to see that you would have, and I said this before, you would have Russian American in America. You would have Polish American in America. You could have Ukrainian America. You could have Bosnian America. You have all of these things where these people have a distinguished community, where they have Polish banks, Russian banks, and all of that right here in America. You can have all of that. But black people, you rarely see a black community with a bank.
Well, they used to have them. They got all destroyed. We know all that. If you follow history,
I know that, but I'm trying to show you. I'm just trying to make that comparison, right? We know, like Black Wall Street and all of these things, they got burned out. I understand that, but
Yeah.
even being born in America and being here and seeing that we're not arguing what Black people should have. That's not my argument at this time. My argument is saying, hey, we know it's an ongoing issue for Black rights and all of that stuff, which we come a long way. They come a long way, right? But what Charleston White is trying to articulate here is, hey, in Jamaica, when you're born into the country, you're automatically given a title which is Jamaican. When you're born in St. Kitts, you're automatically given a title of St. Kitts. When you're born in America, you're automatically given the title as Black. It's not Black American or African American. It was just Black. But we know it's a word game. We know it's a word game.
Now, aren't you just considered American though?
Right. Well, and this is for the people who is
First,
watching that stuff.
and then it goes down to what you are, American.
Right. So all right, yes. So I worded it wrong for a quick. I worded it wrong, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's Black American. Well, Black American, right? But I do see America focused on this a big deal. I don't let it bother me. You know what I'm saying? Because when you leave out of America, people don't look at you as Black. They don't call you African American. They call you American. Only Americans leave America and say, "Oh yeah, I'm African American."
That's because what they fill out on their forms.
Right, and
You know what I'm saying?
so whoever created that system, I think they know what they were doing, because once you're born in America, you're American.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? So it shouldn't be an issue of, oh, this is you're a white American, a Black American.
But here's the thing, though, right? If you leave America and somebody say, "What are you?" You're not gonna respond, "I'm African American." You're gonna just say, "I'm American." I mean, at least that's how I would respond.
Right, and that's the whole
If you
thing.
fill out a job application or something, then that's when you put that down. But my argument this whole time is, we all Black. You could be anything you want to put before, after, in between. We all Black. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she was trying to tell him. But he was looking at it from a different level. And I understand what he's talking about. But at the same time, we all Black. You know what I'm saying? Right. They ain't no denying that. Like, American people were people that made it through the islands. They got put here. Or if they came here before that, they came here before that. Some were here before the slavery.
I agree.
You know that. But yeah, I mean, we all Black.
So this is what I would say, right? I am not opposed to any of that, right? Because the reality is only a subset of people look for that trigger word. Am I Black? Am I African American? Am I
exactly?
Once you get to a certain level, you got to kind of let it go.
Even in the interview, you could see it was almost like Charleston White was trying to bait her a little bit. I'm not. Is that one of his podcasts, or was that somebody's podcast he was on?
He was on somebody else's podcast.
Because he seemed like he was trying to bait her. Yo.
Nah, well, he can't be baited if he being asked question. I think he was just answering truthfully to what he believes.
Oh, I have no doubt about that. You know, Charleston, he goes off the rails, but I don't agree with him with this one.
Yo, let me tell you this, right? I think he's a very smart person. He knows a lot. I think he plays the line, but he knows a lot. He knows a lot.
He knows stuff, but at the same time, I know shit too. I know things too.
I feel you. All right. I'm gonna roll into the next clip.
Roll it.
Ready for this one?
Go ahead.
There we go.
We needed Brandon for this one. And Toya, that would have been cool.
I'm still sitting here. Do I gotta flip the tables in this bitch?
Can you repeat yourself?
Do I gotta start smashing the Y'all not hearing this? Y'all worried about food. And this man is looking at little girls. What are you sitting here for? What am I doing wrong? Am I saying anything wrong? I'm not calming down. It's gonna happen after me. And again, and again, and again. Nothing did this already. Nothing happened. Nothing did this already. She blurted out in front of everybody. This has happened before. Excuse me, Logan. Hey, this has happened. Somebody done blurted out, hey, this man been doing this in the back. Guess what? She got fired. Nothing happened. I swear to God. No, she got fired, fam. Stop playing with me, Mike. If you keep doing that, Mike, I'm gonna make assault is nothing. That's a misdemeanor. That's 90 days in the county. That's an $800 bond, my nigga. Stop playing with me, fam. Do you want your kid? Do you want your job? Stop playing with me, fam. What's wrong? You trying to say car every day. You don't do like no fam. You can see you in the same boat every day, fam. As soon as this over, when you go forget, you gonna drive the same car every day. Not knowing who you talking to. I got little girls. Ain't no man sitting here terrorizing a little girl. I'm not gonna accept that. You're not gonna tell me what to do, and you not neither. Hey, bro. LB, are you still gonna be here? Are you still gonna be here? It's disrespectful, man. It's disrespectful. Please stay away from me. You with that shit. You doing this for money. You with that shit. Anybody still work here? After they know what these girls went through and what they said, you with that shit. That is wrong. That's not right, LB. That's not right. I don't care. I'm telling you why. Do you want to see the text message? Would that make you walk out the door with me? Would that make you walk out the door with me? You walk out with me? If you see the text messages, you listen up because of you? Hello? Hey, excuse me. Hey, I see a gold Chevy. Hey, look out here, bro. I'm in front of a lot of people, too. I need to make sure that if this Chevy not gone in an hour, we finna run this bitch. Hey, it's a white boy with glass. Hey, someone on the phone for real, right? Hey, if we not gone in an hour, I need this bitch flipped. And that's on my mom. Hey, take your phone. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's fuck away. So all you gonna do is print it and tell them all. Man, get the fuck away from me. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? We in Pasadena, the laws don't come quick. I know where I'm at. I know what I'm doing. Huh? Bro, you know I know what's going on. I know what I'm doing. It's raining outside. They can't see me. I'm finna come right. Hey, I'm serious.
Wow. Got a lot going on here.
Yeah.
Did he produce any evidence?
Well, he was working there, and he just explained. So let me give some context. Let me set the context. So this is a video of, it looked like an employee. I want to say a manager, but I can't confirm that.
Yes, the guy standing right there in the blue.
Right, yeah, the guy that he was talking to.
He looked like a short.
Yep. So he was talking to little girls.
Mm-hmm.
So he said a girl last week got fired because he was talking to her and she was younger. And when she spoke up and she made a scene, she got fired. And then again, he came in today and he was talking to a next young girl. So he's like, yo, and he's telling the people, yo, what's going on here? Y'all see what's going on? He's talking to young girls. Yo, you see how much, those people are eating comfortable. Ain't nobody move, ain't nobody get up. People just going about their day.
He ain't had no receipts.
How he don't have no receipt and he's seen it?
Yeah, but I'm saying somebody else ain't see it, but he ain't had no receipts. He should have got some video or something.
Well, that's one way to look at it, and I can't push back on that. But the reality is this. Well, the question should be asked, right? What would it take for people to believe you in today's society? Because those people were just going about daily life.
Well, think about this, right? We don't know the relationship that the guy has with the other employees, how long he's been there, you know what I'm saying? Whatever relationship is this. So he could just be saying something they may not believe him because they know the other guy. You don't know that. You know what I mean? We don't know how long everybody's been there. I'm not denying what he's saying is wrong, but when you bring allegations like that, you got to bring receipts. You got to bring receipts. You got to, hey, this is what I saw. This is, boom. You know, you can't just say it and it happened. Unless you're the boss, you got to bring receipts.
So the question I would be, the question I was going to say was, is this one of the things of black fatigue? You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, black fatigue is a real thing. So black fatigue is people are just sick of friggin' black people. That's all it is.
So isn't he black himself?
Right, but that's the fatigue. The fatigue is black people. So it's like this. If you used to go on a carnival cruise and you know black people gonna create it, you already know they're gonna act like that. So that's called black fatigue. You in the mall, you see the normal subjects and they gonna do something, you already know that's black fatigue. It's kind of a similar thing where you say Karen. You all right, you know they go, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So this in this situation, I think this is the way how he delivered the information, right?
Right.
So I think the delivery he had. So I stand with him in his conviction and his position because he was standing up for something. You know what I'm saying? And he said he had daughters at home. You know what I'm saying? And for a grown ass man to be looking at little kids with all them grown ladies around, you know, something, you know what I'm saying? Son off. And you can kind of see the society kind of pushing some of this where they're trying to make it, you know, okay for grown people to be, you know what I'm saying? But the reality is this. I stand with him in his belief, but I think his approach and his reaction was wrong.
Yep.
You get what I'm trying to say? So I do commend him, but it's like, yo, at the end of the day, nobody moved, nobody cared. And these are the same people that...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Nobody listened to a black man that's yelling.
You think so?
Yeah. It a lot of times it makes you seem violent. You come off a little. As a black man, when you standing up yelling or talking, you got to be confident. You got to talk with more energy in there than like I can understand he was angry, but it came to the point where they almost got annoyed. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Because once he didn't produce any receipts, it's like, bro, what are you just saying you saw him back there looking at this or whatever? We don't know. You could be lying. We don't know you. I just came here to grab a cheeseburger and some fries. You know what I'm saying? This is my highlight of the day. You don't really know what's going on.
So basically, in short, he's not credible and not trustworthy.
Right. So if he had been not yelling, but talking loud enough so people could understand, but on a karma level, he would have probably came across a little more believable. Just like Justin said, employee of the month.
Yeah. I do give him that. But
so we assume he was gonna get fired too?
Well, he quit.
Did he though?
Yes, because he was encouraged. That's the next part I didn't like in what he was doing. I think he was trying to rally them to walk out and quit. But that's the part I didn't like. If you go
like Jerry Maguire, he's trying to pull a Jerry Maguire.
Probably. But if you're going to leave, you're going to leave. And I think he should have exited fast. Or I some of the stuff I would suggest, because I can't criticize him. I can't directly criticize. I can criticize him, but that's not my intent. Why did he call the cops?
Right. So he was trying to stage a walkout.
Yes. At the end, he was trying to stage a walkout. But he was trying to confront him first. So I think when you going through some of these things, you got to kind of look at it from the lens like what's going through his mind. So I think he was more frustrated because he had prior knowledge or first-hand witness of this happening and the injustice. So his outrage, I would say his outrage was balanced for what happened, but other people didn't other people weren't able to witness, like you said, the receipts of the prior thing. So
Right.
he seemed like he's overreacting, but I think his justification is perfect for what he has seen.
So did he ever go to upper management and report it? Because it didn't
He
seem
looked like
like
he
that.
was management, though. The guy looked like he was management.
That little guy there?
He could have been. You know what
Wow.
I'm saying? Because I don't know. I'm assuming he kind of looked like management, yo. Because
Like, you think about it, like, so by them walking out, what are they trying to just shut the restaurant down? Like, you got to plan this stuff. Like, you just don't get up there and start yelling and expect people to leave their jobs. Who's gonna pay their bills?
right, but I think the protest comes in handy when it's justice. All right, so you could choose anything that's going on in the world. Anything. You could choose anything that's going on in the news right now. There's always going to have an opposing side to what's going on, right? So yes, the job is insignificant, but for those people, it's important to their daily lives. So it shows you where people are more tied to their income than justice. You hear what I'm trying to say? And that's how some people end up staying in bad situations because
I don't think they had enough information to quit.
the staff did, not the people in the restaurant.
You think the staff did?
Yep, because he said that girl got fired and nobody did anything. He said he was talking. The girl got up and made a scene last week right here, and nobody did anything. So you gotta have prior knowledge, yo. If you're working in a job, yo, and something happened, the company knows.
Right. So that's the thing. He's got to go after the right people. Go after the company. Go after the management.
So what made me believe? So, and I could be wrong. Don't hold me to this. Allegedly, I don't know, and I'm speculating because no supervisor walked up to him. You seen all the workers that was there. No, you didn't have like a supervisor coming across saying, "Hey, stop, blah blah blah." You know, there's always one person that come and take that assertive role. That's why I thought it was him because in that.
What about the guy that was holding them back?
That seemed like a regular employee. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't telling him stop. He was like, "Yo, chill." You know, like kind of trying to save his job. But I could be wrong. I think the guy that came out in the end, the black guy, he could have been a manager too. But we don't know. We don't know. So that's why that's left me to say he could have been a manager. You know what I'm saying? So if it's the manager doing it, it's even worse. You know what I'm saying? But you can see these people didn't care because they're going there for a paycheck. You know what I'm saying?
Cool world out here.
But it's hard though. How do you leave your job for and you got to pay your bills?
Exactly. And
so
from what they've been saying, these are some of the hardest times ever since humans been around. Life right now is hard.
That's a lie.
No, I'm just saying that's what they say.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? I always say to these cats, I'll be like, yo, I make maybe 8 times more money than my grandparents, and yet they had more money than us. You know what I'm saying? They got more done. It seemed like today, everybody broke.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I know why. You know what I mean? A lot of them are spending way over their needs.
Yep.
You know, they're trying to keep up with the Joneses, but I don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff. But you see a lot of people out here, man, talking about us. It's tough out here. It's tough, but if you live within your needs, you'll be all right.
Cool. So, all right, let's go ahead and switch.
Another thing, stay away from that damn DoorDash. The markup fee on that shit, insane. Go ahead.
All right, let's see this one right here. All right, let's go to the next one.
They're black women in different cultures.
All right, that was the wrong clip. Hold on. This one.
How do people get in your comments talk about dress your age? Like, this motherfucking outfit don't got an age on it. It got a size on it. And it's my motherfucking size so I can wear it. I make the age that I want to dress. Not you.
Who said that?
Who gives a fuck?
Dress your ass.
So that's one of the things. What's up, DCAP? But that's one of the things, right? As we get older, right? Do you think people should dress their age? It's a loaded question, though.
I would say yes. However, when a person dresses a certain way in their younger life, they continue that till they die. I mean, it's not going to change. So if you see her dressed in a certain way and she old, she was doing that since she was young. You know what I'm saying? It's just that mentally a lot of them don't realize their body changed a lot and they may not always look the same. But if you're confident enough to wear that out in public and feel good about it, I'm all for it. I don't body shame ever.
But she was in shape, though.
But somebody hit her online and was like, they said something. But I don't blame her. I don't think she's badly looking either.
Yeah, because it's like this.
However, it depends on where she's going.
So, and that's the thing. That's the thing. So now it's like this, right? We do see the culture where more ladies like in their 60s and a little bit up are wearing a little bit more risque stuff. So we kind of went down this road a little bit. Are they competing? Because it's like, now if you're married, why, I see married ladies wear some stuff, but it's like this. I understand why some of them cover up, because it's like, you don't want that attention. Because if a fit lady, a lady is good looking and she's fit and she wears something risque out in public, she gonna get the wrong attention. You get what I'm trying to say? So you could tell two things from a lady with how a lady dress. Either she don't have a man or she looking for a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But like I said, like, okay, you think about what we said, 60. Think about 10 years coming. Think about what's coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, we see as the generations go down how it's getting risque and risque, right?
Yep.
It's going to come to the point where the stuff you see now, we're going to look at it and going to be like, man, I wish they was wearing this stuff. Because the generations that's coming, it's going to get worse. But however, all women don't dress like this.
No, they don't. Certain ladies hit at a certain age and they change.
Some change. But
yes,
like I said, I believe most women carry themselves a certain way throughout life for their whole life. So if they carry themselves a certain way when they were younger, they're going to keep doing that as they get older. Not saying they may not put on something once in a while, that's whatever. But for the most part, the stuff you go out there and you see the chicks at the goddamn amusement park with their cheeks hanging out, touching the rides. Some of them got a string here, string there. She gonna be the same thing in her 40s, 50s, and 60s. She ain't gonna change. And if daddy ain't involved, even worse.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I do see that some ladies change when they have kids. Some ladies don't change.
Right. Some get worse.
Yes, exactly. Some ladies, once they get to a certain age, they get more free because ain't nobody really looking at them and they don't care. They pass the stage where they don't care. So
you know what? Yeah. You know what I was gonna say too? A lot of women do get into like say church later on in their life.
Yeah.
So that does change sometimes, depending on how they adapt. So
yeah.
especially if you have kids, right? Grandkids. Would you like our grandmother never dressed like that? You know what I'm saying? But you think they'll say, "Oh, grandma," or they gotta just mind their business? You know what I'm saying?
Well, your kids gonna tell you. Your grandkids gonna tell you. Your grandkids gonna tell you. If you're not taking it from your grandkids, then you know what I'm saying? Because think about it.
You got bucks. Yo, chill out, I'm just saying, yo, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad. But like grandma said, mind y'all got any business.
Exactly.
If I want to wear something sexy, I earned it.
Exactly.
I live my life, mind y'all business.
All right, let's go ahead and switch out this one. But this one was a good one though.
I don't think it's too old.
Nah.
You won't be.
I think it's you got it just appropriate for where you're going, but
yeah. I was watching a clip today. I wanted to try to implement one of the shows too, but it was a cruise. It could have been Carnival just because of the way the things that happened, but there was two black people showed up to breakfast in robes.
I see that, yeah.
And the lady was like, but you know, when you think about something like that, you kind of have to look at it. It was like they could have been at the spa and it was like, let's go grab lunch, breakfast and come back and just come grab it and leave. But the whole point was like, they want this image in their head like, hey, they're naked under there. And you're like,
No. That's not what it is. That's a perception, but it's not what it is.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they want you to believe.
But let me tell you what it is. It's called decorum. You need, all right. It's a standard. If you start letting people bring down, when we was younger, right? You remember when we used to go out to a restaurant?
Yeah.
You had to meet the dress code to get in.
Right. But this is on a cruise. You're on vacation.
Right, and you still got a dress code. You still have a dress code.
This wasn't the main restaurant.
Right, but you still got to have a dress code.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like, okay, it's also like, say you're in the pool or whatever, you may be wearing shorts depending on what deck you're on, stuff like that. But from what I'm looking on, it wasn't a main, like the main dining thing. And to get in there, you got to be dressed. You got to have suit sometimes tight. So it wasn't that. But I understand what she was kind of saying. But if the people don't recommend it, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's an issue because sometimes you see people walking through there with their swim trunks on, going to the pool area. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They may stop in, but all they did was they had their robes on. You know what I'm saying? Which made a big difference, but I guess it could be bad.
I agree with you because one of the things that I don't like, and it drives me crazy, right? It not necessarily. I don't care if people do it. See, it's like with my family. Nah, you're not getting up out of your bed in your pajamas to leave to go to the store. I hate to see. It's like I hate to see people leave their house in their pajamas, go to Walmart, go to everywhere in their pajamas. Go back home. You know what I'm saying? They just wake up, leave the house in the same, or they have on their night clothes. It's like, that shit is whack. I can't, like when I was younger, I used to like it for the ladies. The ladies that go to the store and their silk stuff, you be like, God damn, I see what you're working with. But now you get older, it's like, now the tables are turned. Now think about that was your wife. She get out of bed and she go to the store to get something in some silk thing. You be like, I can understand what these young boys looking at. You know what I'm saying?
But see, I don't look at it from that perspective. I look at it as you ain't putting them nasty ass clothes back in my bed after you goddamn go to the store.
Exactly.
Get them clothes. You know what I'm saying? And listen, and half of them don't even make their goddamn bed. But let's just go to the next topic. That's a whole nother story, man.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one.
Shit, grandma.
Ugly men with money do not give a fuck if you find them attractive. They already assume that you don't, so they lead with money and taking care of you. They're like, yo, I could take care of you. And they try to like win you over by buying you. And I can't do that. I'm sorry. And then the ones who have money but are insecure, they're on like the same level. They're dangerous as fuck. I mean, both those kinds of dudes are dangerous because they're buying you and they want their product to act a certain way. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do that shit. But it'd be funny because they don't even ask like, oh, do you find me attractive? Just no, I'll take care of you. Like, bitch, fucking calm down, please. You are scaring me.
Have a point. Do she have a point?
No. Understand understand your part in the system, in the game. She know he got money and he want one thing. He don't care. He knows she already knows that. Right?
So he's buying her. So she's buying her.
Huh?
So he's buying her.
Yeah, he's paying. She's getting paid. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So she goes, ugly man with money don't care. Like, yo, he gonna get it. He gonna smack what it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it's
gonna
gonna be at a price.
Somebody else.
It's at a price, huh?
I say if it ain't her, it's gonna be somebody else.
Yeah. So well, this ain't for all women. All women don't chase money, but we obviously could tell that's what she's chasing, money. Now,
no, but she said, oh, well, I can't even answer that. Go ahead, you're right.
Because if you understand the way she's talking about this, she's talking about ugly men don't give a crap about money because they lead with that. And when you got FU money, you don't care. It was like, yo, I got Sherry on line 2. What we doing? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So she already knows, like, yo, you know why you're here. So why are we wasting each other's time? True. She knows. But here's the thing. The delusion in her, she wants to be told, how I look pretty, don't I? Yeah, I'm cute. I look cute. Look, don't you think? I got Samantha on line 4. And Samantha just won Miss Maryland. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, she.
What I was going to say was,
like D-Cat said, she a liar. I mean, she getting bust down, flown out.
So what I was going to say
on in Dubai.
But what I was going to say is this, right? It's beauty is in the eye of the beholder because you think this situation got anything to do with looks? Well, based on her subject, because let me break this down, right? Let me break this down. I gotta word it properly so it comes off right. We definitely see like beautiful, I'm gonna say female for me, beautiful females that they look good, but they can't perform. Right. So in retrospect, in like when you're going through some of that stuff, you can see a guy that is pretty handsome talking to a chick that you may consider ugly, but he like her because of what he could do. So it could be on the flip side. For ladies, it's not really that. It's because if a guy got money and he know what he wants, he could get it. For ladies are more looks. Guys are not looks based. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know that, but we kind of coming from what she's talking about. She already understand where she fits in. And she is mad because her looks isn't getting her anything. Her looks don't give her an upper hand. I'm gonna push back. No. Yo, he leading with money. He don't care. Like, yo, and that doesn't mean she's mad though.
She is mad because
all right, I'll let you finish and I do my rebuttal.
the reason why I say she's mad, I mean, she's not like, she's upset because she can't get what she want because of her beauty. Because, like she said, once a man with money know he ugly, once an ugly man with money, he don't care. That's what she basically says. How attractive you are. She said that. That's what was written on the thing.
Yeah.
Right? So she can't get over on him because he don't care. He's gonna get it from, you know what I'm saying? He got money. So he can go in there and get 8 better looking than her. But the fact that her beauty can't stand out to overpower him, she's upset. And that's how I see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she already knows she in it for the money. You know what I'm saying? And even if she wasn't, he put her there. And he's like, listen, I don't care if you, I know what I am. I'm black right under the bed. I know I'm bad. However, I can get whatever I want. I'm an Arabian prince from Dubai, and my family owns 50% of Qatar. So he got crazy money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She mad.
I think D-Cat seemed like he agree with you, man. D-Cat agree with you. I don't think she mad. I think she was stating the obvious, like, hey.
D-Cat agree.
So what I would say is, I think she just pointing it out, but I can kind of see where y'all coming from. I can see where y'all coming from in that sense that she probably don't. Well, I won't even say that because guess what? Is it looks with ladies? Because it's like this. Even the thickums.
Not every lady. Now, here's the thing. If she came out saying something like she met a guy, she's into the guy, they're working on things, you know what I'm saying? It would have been a different conversation. But the conversation is ugly guys with money don't give a crap about if she's attractive or not. And the fact that she put ugly meaning,
well, on his end, not her end. On
right. So and that's the thing. As ugly as he is, he don't give a crap how pretty she is. And she's above a 6. She's about a 5 or 6, which I think is good. Most women are average, right? 7, 8. What make women 9s or 10 is goddamn makeup. And you know, if you look at remember Penny, that won Miss Universe from TNT? That was a pretty woman, boy. But they all got makeup.
D-Cat. Yeah, D-Cat said. So, she was trying to fix herself during the video. Y'all got this one, man. Y'all got this one. I didn't see it like that though, D-Cat. I ain't see it like that. I understand that she was just stating the obvious that, hey, you know, ugly guys don't care once they got money. You know what I'm saying? I took it at surface level. I didn't consider she was.
I guarantee he still busts down.
Right, and that's what I was going to say. Because it's for women to worry about looks. The guys shouldn't worry about how they look. As a man.
And then think about what she's gaining from that too. We don't know what that is, but
yeah, because
I'm
it's
sure
like this. Like this. That's what I was saying. As a man, you should worry about how you look, but if you ugly or not, that is not your role. Yo, even the prettiest chick gonna think you handsome. They gonna have some. Yo,
there's somebody for everybody.
Yeah, I done seen like beautiful chicks with some dudes, and they think they gorgeous.
All I gotta say is never be afraid to shoot your shot. Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
And sometimes the awkward moments become the moment that you remember.
Yeah.
Down the road.
Boy, I don't see some people get in. Boy, I seen girls get up and regret their mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
They call it a mistake after it done happened. But if you rock that boat, hey, you gonna be sailing a couple more times around there. But that was a good one. That was a good one. DCAT, UMP won on this one.
Big up to Cat Doug.
It's a Saturday night. I'm 22. My mama 38. She have a 1-year-old. I don't have no kid. But I'm in the house on a Saturday night watching her 1-year-old. I don't have no.
All right. Mama 38. Daughter 22. And they got a young one, a baby.
Wait, 38 minus 22?
Mm-hmm.
You said 22?
16.
So the daughter's actually doing pretty good. Damn.
She had it when she was 16, right? That's your number?
Yeah.
Well, you know,
so that's what I'm saying. If the daughter's 22, she did better than the mama.
Yeah.
But there's so much bad things wrong with it. But we kind of was just talking about that because
I agree with Mama. This is one I'm gonna take the mother side.
What? What?
I agree with the mother. Stay your butt in the house. I messed up when I was younger. Let me do all this screwing up right now. Right? I had you. We ain't gonna call.
Wait. The only way I would ride with you and Mama is if Mama is out with the father that has the kid that she's watching. She's out tricking.
But we don't know. We just said she out. We speculating. That's why I agree with Mom.
Yeah. Nah, man.
22. She 22. You know what I'm saying? I messed up. Well, it's not a mess up. I got a gift. You know what I'm saying? My goal is to make sure I do the screw up for my whole lifetime. You grow up. You live a life. You know what I'm saying? Watch the baby for me. I go out. I enjoy life. You know what I'm saying?
Well, at 22, is she still living at home? It looked like she's still living at home. So if you ain't doing nothing that night, I'm saying it didn't seem like you had nothing planned. Why not watch your brother? Your brother, your sister. Was it a girl?
Yeah, girl, baby girl.
You watch your sister. Yeah.
And that's how millions of people raise their kids. Right. It's not kids raising kids, but she's
not a kid. She's 22.
Well, I'm just saying, I was just making the thing where kids raise kids.
She's not a child.
No, I know she's not a child. I know she's over 18. But even at that,
we came up where cats that's 3 or 4 years older than us had to watch us when everybody was gone, but it was a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she's 22. The kid is 1. Dude, your first child, 22 years apart. That is insane.
it happens.
Yeah, of course. But now the crazy thing is that child's gonna grow up as that girl's daughter.
Not necessarily.
She's not gonna be like her little sister. Because I guarantee Mama's out every weekend. Mama's gone.
We looking into the future. We can't go so far.
No, I'm just of course, we don't have all the context, but we can speculate. I'm gonna speculate because Mama had her at 16.
All right, my bad for ruining your speculation.
Mama had her at 16, bro. So at 38, right before she get ready to hit 40, she's like, yo, I'm finna have me some fun. And I paid for your college. I'm assuming. So I'm gonna give Mama her due. I work hard. Your daddy left. He was a donor.
What if daddy's still around?
No. The first child. Daddy gone.
Daddy could still be around. Dad
We
can
don't
still
know.
be around.
I'm speculating.
All
I
right.
got you through college, working 2-3 jobs. You got your degree. You know, you're working a good job. You're living at home. You ain't paying me no rent. So you gonna watch your sister while I go out and have a little time to myself. Little time to myself.
So you agree with me?
And then
So you
here's the
agree with
thing.
me?
Well, no. I'm just saying how I'm thinking it's playing out. Now, if mama did all that for the daughter and daddy took off, I could understand she want to get out. But here's the thing. At 22 years old, are you responsible for that? You're not. That's not your responsibility.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's one of those things where if you're at home and you ain't doing nothing, just go ahead and watch the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But the way this was kind of presented to us, mama said I had to watch my sister. Or
she
mama,
didn't say that. She said her mother's out and she's watching her little sister.
Right. But she didn't put it in a way it was like, oh, I wanted to spend time with my sister, or I'm spending time with my sister because my mama's out. Nope, my mama wanted to go out, kind of how it came off, and I'm stuck at home.
Hey, I hear you, P. She 22. She ain't paying no goddamn bills. She living in this house. She gonna contribute some way. Watch your goddamn sister. I'm going to the club.
Yeah, I mean, at 22, I'm hoping she got at least some degree or some.
Schooling, yes, she's being productive.
I'm hoping she could be working too. But at 22, if she graduated at 18, she should at least be somewhere in her life when it comes to education. She could probably even own a business. A lot of these young kids are having small businesses popping up, so you never know. But it's a sketchy side either way.
Yeah.
Either way. Y'all let us know down in the comments what y'all think about that, because she made it seem like mama out there just trying to get the last pumps before she hit 40.
All right, let's roll into the next clip. Here we go.
Bust it.
It's 2026, okay? We are adults, okay? Why do I have to explain to a grown man how to court me? Like, I done got a divorce, and then I say, okay, I'm a so-called date, not saying that I'm regretting my divorce. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying none of them is deserving at this point. Jesus!
You think that's the mama? That's the mama complaining. She went out, she paid her dinner and everything, and she can't find a right suitor.
So you think this the mama that left the baby at home?
Yeah, that's the mama right there. I done got divorced. I'm out here. These people can't act right. Yo, let me get serious, right? So in this situation, right? I hear this a lot with ladies to a certain degree, right? Here. Once they leave a marriage, they're carrying baggage like, hey, I used to be married. They're expecting the same qualities in the marriage in a new dating pool, right? And the landscape that the guys are dealing with is different from what they're leaving. So guys are getting prepared. Guys know what they're working with in the field, and she is new to the field and expecting the field to be 30 years what she is used to.
The question is, and I got to ask you this question, and y'all let me know in the chat. After you've been married, right? Are you still getting courted after you got divorced and all that stuff? Is because when you get like, that's when you working towards getting married, right? She's talking about going out on a date, right? 2026. I think she's confusing things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I definitely, like, it kind of goes with what you kind of say, where it's a different dating pool. And I'm sure she was married for a while. So what was done 10 years ago is not the same. You know what I'm saying? And she is telling somebody how to court her, which tells me that's probably why you got divorced. Because you want to be the boss. You know what I'm saying? It's quite obvious that she's not finding the right people, but I don't think people want to be around you either, man. You looked you had a little hot energy. Your energy was a little rough. I was afraid. I wouldn't approach you.
So you bring up a good point where she could come off demanding, but she's clear in her right to articulate what she wants, right? Mm-hmm. On the flip side of that is when a lady is demanding and when a guy is demanding what he wants or what he's trying to get out of it, he's considered a creep or, too aggressive.
Right.
Because if a guy meet a woman, because this is what most people getting out of marriage don't want. They come into the dating pool, they want to be courted, they want to be treated in such way like they're, I don't want to say pure, but that's even a wrong word. I'm not even going to use that because that's not the energy I'm trying to say or put out. Is they come into it. Yes, I think a lady should be courted, because I don't think you should just, expect a lady to get into a dating market and you're telling her flip upside it down and shit like that. It's not like that, like a hookup culture. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I think there should be because I think getting older now, before you get involved with someone, you should get to know them.
Of course.
See, I think that's
bring anybody to your house.
Right, but younger guys don't get that right away. They trying to smash. Man. So the whole goal is to get them to the house. Once you get to a certain age and you understand there's some crazy ladies out there, you trying to vet as much as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I got people that I know for years that don't even know where I live at. And we hang out all the time. Hang out all the time. They don't even know where I live at.
So, and that's the thing. You're vetting because guess what? You don't want people coming over your house. You don't want people showing up. You don't want that's why people go on dinner dates, coffee dates. Let me see how she rack in public. You know what I'm saying? Is this person for me? You get to know people. You know what I'm saying?
Now, one thing about this video that I wish she did was kind of explain certain, something. Like what was so bad that she was that upset. You know what I'm saying? And for her to just say, men in 2026 don't know how to court a woman, is not really saying much. You trying to roll up on a YN or you trying to roll up on an OG? What you know what I'm saying? Where are you at? What's the situation? You got to bring receipts out here. At least for me. If somebody, I'm sure her chat is like, oh, sister, we love you. No, you got to bring receipts over here. Tell them why you're mad. We need to know why you mad. Tell us. Exactly.
But even in the lady's justification, sometimes it could be, because he didn't hold the door. But if he not
exactly, that's what I'm saying. Tell us a couple of things that went down on the date. At least 3-4 things. We went on the date. He wouldn't hold a chair for me. He wanted me to split the bill. I mean, tell us why. You know what I'm saying? Don't just say, in 20. We hear that a lot. You got to come with more than that.
Yeah. I wish think a lot of it. What I was going to say, I think a lot of ladies leave marriage expecting to have, and let me clarify this. I am not saying ladies shouldn't have any standards. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying a lot of ladies leave marriage with the same expectation of what they left to try to meet something equivalent or higher. You know what I'm trying to say?
They're trying to go there.
So dudes leave relationship and they're trying to find somebody that kind of match their energy. That person could be low or higher, but as long as that lady fit and it brings them peace, they good. It could be a regular chick. As long as he bring him peace, he good. He good.
Yeah. I mean, men will tell you that, man. Once they have peace, you know, a woman that argue all the time, like you could tell she's that type of person. Now, there's always somebody for her. There's gonna be a guy that don't talk at all, and they get along great. You know what I'm saying? She probably boss him around, but he'll like that. But she's trying to find something else.
Yeah, I agree.
And you know what? I don't think. I don't say. I don't think. I shouldn't say that. Hopefully, she does find somebody, but I don't think she will anytime soon.
Yeah, I hope you find love. I would say it. If you don't say it, I hope you find love. Let's roll to the next clip.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's go with this one.
So I asked my uncle why he be hitting his girlfriend and how would he feel if somebody was out here hitting on me, trying to have him feel some type of remorse, see it from a different view, maybe apologize to the lady, realize he be tweaking something, anything, but no. He looked me dead in my face and said, then I'm gonna kill him. Then he said she should have somebody coming like that behind her, and if she do, tell her, send him, I'm ready. So if that man out here putting his hands on you and you scared to call your people, call your fucking people. Because if it was his daughter, his niece, his auntie, his cousin, his sister, his any fucking thing, he finna go over there and turn their block upside down. But he want to hit you though. He want to put you in the corner and be beating your ass. No, call your fucking people. And if you don't have no people, call the police. And if you're not finna lead a nigga, don't get your people involved. We not doing all that. You feel me? Just take your nigga back, beat it, fight him back, beat his ass, slice him, take his money, do something back to his ass. But like, you feel me? But like, we not doing all that. He still didn't apologize to her. He still don't care. They still finna be fighting. They still finna be doing all of that. But just don't take that shit. Because if it was his people, motherfucker can look at his niece wrong, it's finna be a problem. But he want to put you in a blender though. No. Call your fucking people and let them know you're not playing.
Yeah. That's a tough spot, man.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we get a lot of that.
But what she was saying is right. I got to give her that. So I'm going to leave this one, right? So what she's saying is right because she's witnessing domestic violence and she present a thoughtful question by posing, hey, what if it was me? What would you do? And he gave her a straightforward answer, right? And on that, he gave her more additional information like, hey, if it's you, it's going down, right? And he also demonstrated, hey, if it's somebody else, they should have somebody like him to defend you, right? And that's where it get chaotic, when crazy meets crazy, right? So he just demonstrated to her that he is crazy. You know what I'm saying? In the sense that he don't care because, like she was saying, and that's the part most people don't get, and that's where you see a lot of violence in certain communities because it's like, you don't care, I don't care. All right, we're gonna turn up. Normally, the wrong person get, you know what I'm saying, go missing in that sense because it's never the people who are doing the drama. You know what I'm saying? It's always a collateral of the innocent person.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. But even though I don't know how in this day and age, you know what I'm saying? If you with somebody, you gotta hit them to discipline them. It ain't for you, bro.
And the crazy thing is, a lot of women, well, a lot of them let men get away with it.
Yeah, they got people like get away with it, but think about it.
Yeah, but it's the woman, like, and the thing is, a lot of times you got to be careful how you reach out to them. You try to help them, and sometimes they don't want the help. Depending on who the person is, next thing you know, you get approached. When I lived in New Britain, over there on Pleasant Street, we witnessed that a lot. And a lot of people in the building try to help the girl out. And I did remember we had a blizzard one year. It was almost 30 inches of snow that fell. And he got up that morning and started beating her and I think she might have even been pregnant. And they, like 30 people eventually called, like 30 cops showed up. They dragged him out of there, you know, because he had paraphernalia stuff too. You know, it was like, it's sickening, man. It's hurting, but a lot of people got to her, hey, you need to get out. They got to try to get a place. She still went back until they came and got him out of there. I don't know what ended up happening after, but a lot of times, man, the women is the one that let them get away with it. They don't press charges. They don't want to do that. But if y'all don't do that, they ain't never going to learn. They're going to keep doing it, You know, he been beating you for 20 years and there's no record of it. Why? Why is that? You know? And I don't think that a woman should feel small telling somebody that he beats me. That's wrong in every culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's wrong. So you need to realize, like, yo, a lot of people out there going to help you. There's probably people that even going to offer you somewhere to stay until things blow over. But unless y'all report it, it ain't going to get handled.
Yeah.
You know, we just looked at the Diddy trial and all the stuff that went down. Some got reported. A lot of it never did. You know what I mean? Some of it's fear. I'm not saying it ain't. But at the same time, if you don't ever report it or try to get help, it's just going to keep happening over and over.
Yeah.
That's the sad part.
We're going to close on that one. We ain't even going to think it, man. You laid it out well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You laid it out well. Let's transition.
This week I spoke to one of my husband's mistresses, but let me tell you a different story. When I was a little girl, my father and my mother taught me how to ride my bike. One time my dad had me out. He had the back of my bike. He was running along with me. As long as he was there, I was good. I was able to stay steady. I was able to stay on track. And when I looked back and saw that he had let go, I fell. The next time we did it, he was like, do not look back. Keep going. Keep pedaling. And so I did. And he's like, I'm here. I got you. And then suddenly I realized he was way back at the end of the block. And I had been going by myself for half the block or more. And then I realized I could do it by myself. Sometimes in life, you think you have somebody on your team holding the back of your bike, keeping you steady. When in actuality, they are not there at all. And the truth is, you don't need them. You need you. You, your balance, your purpose, your divine connection. That's what you need. I love you.
So, from what I'm hearing, she started out that saying that she spoke to her husband's mistress.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That was a good analogy. I like the way she broke that down. That was pretty thoughtful and clever, because obviously he betrayed her. She thought she had him behind or holding the bike, but he was out on his own.
Man, the boy was riding the next bike.
He wasn't even on the same block.
It was sad, but
I wish she spun some, like she let off saying, I spoke to my husband, mistress. She said with an S, right?
Mistress?
No, mistresses.
No, I don't think. He just said.
Was it mistress or mistresses?
Mistress, yeah.
Okay, because it sounded like it was more than one. But that was it. I mean, she's heartbroken. But the fact that she spoke to her, the altercation, you know, she never said if it was good or bad, you know, what went down, how it happened. It doesn't seem like she said anything to the husband yet.
He probably knows.
Open relationship? I don't know. This one's, I wish she put a little more context, but I like a little.
It can be open if she brings it to the internet.
Yeah. I love her little story. It was nice. It was neat.
On my end, what I could say is the analogy part kind of threw me off. You get what I'm saying? I understand, your parents taught you how to ride and all of that. But that long analogy to describe that.
Well, okay. This don't mean to cut you off, but let me say this real quick. The way I took that too is she looks as the husband as her main focus in her life. A man and a woman building together. So a husband is supposed to be the breadwinner. He's whatever they got. It seemed like she got a job and working. Doesn't seem like she could be a stay-at-home mom. They could have both have careers, but she seemed like she put her husband first. You know what I'm saying? So the way it's coming off to me, it was like she always thought she have that person. Once we got married, she made him number one in her life, and she thought he was number one. You know what I'm saying? Which her dad was the one that got her to learn how to ride a bike. So she trusted her father with her life. And then her father gave her to her husband, right? When they got married. So her husband let the damn bike go. And she fell because she gave him all her trust. You know what I mean? Which is what she gained from her dad. You know what I mean? So that's how I kind of look at it. So when you look at that, because at first, when I looked at, well, why would she talk about her dad when she got married? It doesn't. But if you think about it, the man gives her daughter away, and she passed him on to, and he fell.
I agree. I don't disagree with that. I understand that analogy. You articulated well. Yes, the transfer of power, right? But even though you speak to a mistress, you don't need to go through that to realize that you're back on your own. You get what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
So basically, if once someone breaks the vow, and I can't say that with 100% because I've seen people. Yeah, I've seen it go both ways where people done stuff and the marriage is not dissolved. It's still you're able to resolve it. So
right.
So sometimes it's one of those things where it's in I can't even say it. I can say it in my head, but it's not coming out. Yeah, well, reconcile. You could think it.
Of course.
So it's one of those things where the reason why I went that far is, and it's her choice, is, hey, why did you automatically go to that one right away? Or I know it's her choice, but I would feel the same way too, because I to a certain degree, most people always think about leaving right at the start, So if she talks to the listeners,
she never said she was getting divorced either.
But that's the analogy in the story,
right? But still, it just all the story does is tell you how much trust she gave this person, and he betrayed her.
Right.
But to me,
but what's the ending part? You got to say the ending part.
Well,
she was doing it by herself.
Huh?
So the end of the story is when she looked back, her father was at the end of the block, and she was doing it by herself.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Because obviously, if he's got a mistress, at some point he kind of checked out. You know what I'm saying? So she's alone. So now that she look up, she realized, damn, I thought he was in the back seat. He didn't even get in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
it's sad.
Marriage is hard. I'm not gonna lie. Marriage is hard. Marriage is really hard. And, we might say, yeah, you could hear a situation and like, oh, I do this, until you get into that predicament. Boy, you don't know what you can do.
I went through it. I can't knock anybody. I got divorced. I didn't want to. It was a hard decision I had to make, but I had to make it. So yeah, I'm never gonna dog nobody for that, man, because I went through it. I never thought I was gonna do it, but things went one way, and that's life. I live with it.
All right, we're gonna transition, man. We gonna transition. Let's go with this one.
Last time I went on a date with a man, I asked him, I was like, what do you do for work? And he was like, oh, I'm a male stripper. And I'm like, oh, cool, you feel me? We go on a date and like we're talking or whatever, and I'm like, oh yeah, like, cause I was talking about him being a male stripper, and he was like, oh no, I'm not actually a male stripper. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, no, I'm not a male stripper, I'm a police officer. I said, oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to dead it. I literally said, yeah, I'm gonna have to ghost you. He was like, you gonna ghost me because I'm a police officer, but you wouldn't ghost me if I was a male stripper? I said, absolutely not. What? The fuck? And then he told me he was about to join SWAT. Like, oh no, Bookie. I would take a male stripper any day over that. Over that? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I did ghost him. Indeed, I did. And that was literally the last date I went on with a man. And that was like maybe like a year or two ago. He's probably on the SWAT team now. But he's not in my phone. He's not in my phone.
Now, it makes sense to her.
This is what's wrong. This is what's wrong. Oh my God.
Yo, so, and no matter how much you could raise a child, right? You know what I'm saying? And what? Yo, because after listening to this, I had like, yo, he turned. Then again, I seen ladies in some good job turn down secure guys for uncertainty. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. That was it right there.
Yeah.
Now, when she said, no, I'm not gonna date you, I thought she was gonna say, because you're making things up or you're lying or whatever. Because first he said he was a male stripper, then he said it was like, yo, why would you lie about what you want, what you do, whatever. But then when she says, no, because you're a cop, I could understand her, but at the same time, the logic doesn't make sense. Because, okay, if she says she was a rugs dealer or a spammer, you know, I'm gonna say the word, I could say, I'm okay with that. But him being a male stripper, he has access to all the women he wants. Like, what type of relationship you think you're gonna have? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. But I could understand her not want to be at a popo with a cop. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's gonna last long. If it was a stripper, it'll probably last a month, 2 months. You know what I mean? And he'll move on. But the logic is insane, though. Insane.
Yeah, I agree, because I think it's more lust than anything else. Because
now, Go ahead.
No,
I was gonna say, to date a cop, you do have to have a special, like, it's a different life, a lifestyle.
Yes.
You know, so I could understand from that aspect, but to decide on the way she did, it's insane. You know, but I know there's a lot of people that feel a certain way against the popo out there, because either they were in a situation or something happened to somebody they knew, so they always hate the popo. But I'd pick the police officer over the stripper.
Yeah, and that was the same thing.
And
I think servicemen, firefighters, police officers, first responders, those people, they live a different life, yo, because they run to drama. You know what I'm saying? So it's not guaranteed that they're gonna come back home. You get what I'm trying to say? So
firefighters too.
Yo, and think about it. When she was saying that, it's like this, man. When people say certain stuff, man, like, yo, if you're a certain individual that that's in the Smex game or whatever, don't things like STDs and stuff like that trouble you? Because it's like this: if he tell you he's a late night ballerina, at some point, don't you have any preservations like, oh, well, he gonna be talking to girls? Because if an average dude, an ugly dude with money bothers you, the first one.
My thing is, this dude must be. I'm assuming it's a handsome guy.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because she believes he was a male stripper. You know what I'm saying? So he had to have something about him that really turned her on. But it went left fast once she found out I was a cop. But you know what else it proves? Women love the dangerous side.
Yeah.
Like because it was the same guy. It didn't change, and she went from left to right just by him saying one word. You know, and she was ready to do a Thelma and Louise with this mom.
Yeah,
Bonnie and Clyde. Huh?
Yo, like I said, I agree, yo. I've seen ladies leave secure guys for like drama. You feel me? Uncertainty. You know what I'm saying? Ladies would risk it just to live. Sometimes some ladies think whereby you even see with younger girls. Younger girls want that drama where they'll pick a bad boy over a good guy just to say, oh well, But what she's gonna fail to realize, and most ladies go through this trap when they're younger, they pick unsecure. Once they get to a certain age where they hit that effing wall, right? That's when they beat up, they bruise, they battered, they don't want to call the cops. Then guess who they look for now? Now they look for all the secure guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now they come with all their baggage, they come with all their drama to looking for the secure guys to take them through to finish life. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what you get. You get the lady in the car talking about guys don't know how to court when homeboy's soft and kind and nice or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I remember seeing one video one time where a chick was mad because a guy brought her flowers to a date and he was holding the door for her and she was upset. You know what I'm saying? And you got some people, women don't know how to be courted.
Yeah.
Some of them, they don't.
They just know the program, P. They just know the program. They meet a guy they like, he put on upside and down on the mattress, or you know what I'm saying? And that's how it is. No, some ladies are like that, yo. Some ladies are like that. They want to go through the program. They want the program, you know what I'm saying? Some ladies know the program. Some ladies definitely know the program. Hey, I met a guy today. He gonna put me upside down on the mattress. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
And usually they try to give the ones that they look down on, they try to make them work harder.
Yeah. Because if you look at it, yo, you see all these ladies, you see it. You see ladies like, oh, he came over and he cut it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no talking, nothing. Homeboy come to. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my, and they'll tell their girlfriends, they'll tell everybody he did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? But a regular dude, we going to Roots Chris or we going to Red Lobster. He gotta spend $400-500. He gotta, you know what I'm saying? And that bad boy just come through. Hey, yeah, that's all he said. Hey.
And you know what's crazy? That video we watched earlier where homeboy had that FU money. He don't care if he ugly or not. That's what happens. You wrote into that.
Yeah. I got 20 on this. I got
He just like, listen, I'm outside. What we doing?
You got 20 on this, man.
I'm gonna go make this money. Let's go. I'm gonna go make this money real quick, baby. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah. You put the money on the table. He ain't saying nothing. Let's go.
He's like, take it or leave it. You got 2 minutes. 1, 2.
Took too long. I'm
3, 4.
Took too long. I'm out. You want to do one more? Or you want to land it right there?
Yeah, we can do one more.
All right, cool. All right, let's go with this one.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Pastor Mariko Clark. Pastor Mariko Clark. There be you. Can you turn around for me, please? Put your hand behind your back. I didn't know it. Sir, can you turn around for me, please? I didn't know it. Can you turn around for me, please? Put your hand behind your back. I'm also looking for Shakita Young. You've been arrested for being messy in the church. Shakita Young. You're being arrested for being bossy in the church. Being bossy in the church. Put your hand in prayer. There you go. Don't break. These warrants are issued by the Warrior, the Wisdom Warrior Mentor Group of this church. We also have several other warrants too.
Yeah, I seen the beginning of that clip. It said preacher got arrested in church. It goes on for about 7 minutes, but it probably seemed like a skit.
Yeah, it seemed like because at first I was like, yo, I thought it was a protest or something.
Yeah, she said get arrested for being too bossy. Man, they can't be playing games like that. I thought what did that remind you of? Where a woman walks in with handcuffs just as a police, then put the cuffs on the guy. What does that remind you of?
I put the cuffs on the guy.
Mm-hmm.
What a I don't know. It could be a lot of stuff, man.
Said it without even hesitating.
I did some stuff about 2010s, man. I don't know. It could be a lot of different things.
Boy, she sounded like she was about to start stripping out of that shit. Because it's like this. The real cops, they don't arrest you and turn their back, huh? Yeah, that's the same thing I thought. That's why I clicked off that shit fast as hell.
I didn't think that. I didn't see. I guess. Wow, I wasn't there. I was listening, but I don't think that would happen. You don't think
real cop will turn their back?
You don't think it's a real congregation?
No, it's a real congregation, but I think it was probably like a prank on him. But a real cop won't turn their back on the suspect. Once they have you, they're moving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. There's only one of them. Yeah, it's a skit.
Yeah, so I looked at that. I was like, I hope she don't start stripping. We on a YouTube channel.
I didn't think of that. Now, is that a real church?
I think so. It is, but they just
right. I think it's a skit in the church.
Yeah, it's a skit in the church.
But hey, yeah.
DCAT said, "I've been at a birthday party and then that happened." Hey, it happens. It happens.
Well, the last chick was she in the last clip, she wanted to date the stripper.
You know what I'm saying?
And then
I had one, but I can't. The video is too long for I had too much videos loaded up. I have I got a lot of clips. We only went through it probably like 9 tonight, but I had a lot of clips. They have one. I put it on the thing. We could react to this one. Let me put it on the
Go ahead. Are you going to drop it in the other one?
No, I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm gonna just share the screen and play from there. I got it in my All right. Let me just share my screen. Give me a second. Let's pull this down.
Man, I ain't been to one of them parties in a while.
Yeah, you could tell when life changing, boy. You could definitely tell when life changing. Let's see. I downloaded it. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up in a second. This one, I gotta thing it.
An upstate boutique owner has now.
1 second. I gotta click through a couple.
Yeah, go ahead.
So imagine being with someone.
Oh man, because I got it in the folder. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on.
Yeah, they out here crazy, man. I just don't see if a pastor would do that. But if it's a whole skit, I'm sure she probably started stripping up in there.
Boy, churches be doing stuff different, boy. If they got rainbow flag in churches now, boy.
Yeah, but I don't think they would do that.
So we can't be friends no more because I don't want to.
I found it. Here we go. So here we go. So here's a clip. All right, so let's roll into this one. So here we go.
So we can't be friends no more because I don't want to fuck.
You can hear the audio good?
Yeah, I can hear it.
All right, cool.
So we can't be friends no more because I don't want to fuck. Bitch, let me tell y'all what the fuck happened, because usually I never bring me and my friend business to the internet, but this is literally a situation that's bothering like my whole entire soul, my whole existence, bitch. Like I've never went through this with nobody that was close to me before. So I feel like it's something that I need to talk about. And I don't give a fuck. I'm just telling my side of the story. Simple. Anyway, me and this girl was like thick as thieves. I mean, this was my day one bitch. Like we together every single day for the last 15 years. You feel what I'm saying? Like this was my ride or die bitch. You understand? Our kids grew up together. We together every day. We taking the kids on days. We going out. I'm going to her house every day. She coming over here to see me. Like when this bitch is going through something, I'm right there. When I'm going through something, this bitch is right there. Like when I say this is my ace boom cool, my everyday bitch. You understand? Now, I feel like our relationship kind of started crumbling about 4 years ago, maybe a little bit more than that, when she started talking to one of my cousins. You feel me? Mind you, I had already told her, I didn't want her talking to nobody in my family because, you know what I'm saying? I know how the niggas in my family get down, bitch, and this ain't what you want. So don't come crying and coming to me when something happened because, bitch, I told you so. Feel me? And what happened? A couple months go by, the bitch get pregnant, end up having an abortion, and I guess just, listen, I don't know. She ended up just going through hella shit, you feel me, and cut me off. I don't know why she cut me off, but I ended up getting cut off in the midst of it. And that's another reason why I don't like my friends talking to nobody in my family or nobody that I know, because then when something go wrong with you and that nigga, bitch, you're taking the shit out on me. Like I'm the bitch that's fucking you or doing you wrong. You know what I'm saying? So she ends up blocking me for about 2 years. No explanation, no nothing, just out the blue, block me. Don't talk to me. I don't even know what the fuck I did wrong. You feel what I'm saying? So boop, I say about 2 years go by, she ends up reaching out to me. You feel me? She reaches out to me, basically saying that she's sorry, she want to be back cool. You feel me? She didn't understand exactly why she did what she did. She just needed a break, needed some time to get her mind right, all this other shit. And I was just being understanding because I'm like, you know, bitch, it is what it is. Like, I love you so much and our kids love each other so much that I'm just willing to just be like, whatever, maybe you just needed some time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you was going through a lot. I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? So we end up getting back cool. Mind you, over the time span of the 2 years that we weren't cool, we do.
So this video is 9 minutes. You want to go through it or you want me to cut it short?
No, you can go.
All right. So we could dialogue in between if you want to.
Have a mutual friend, you know what I'm saying, who's also was my best friend since 3rd grade. And also it's kind of like, well, growing up, I always thought that they was cousins, but then I heard that they were trying to fuck on each other at one point too. So I don't really know what's going on. But anyway, we have a mutual friend and I was reaching out to the mutual friend all the time, trying to see how we can get the kids together, which she was basically saying like, we can only get the kids together if we're going through the mutual friend. Like, it was just a lot. Like, I feel like I was going through like a breakup with her or something and we're trying to co-parent. Like, it was weird. But like I said, she ended up reaching out to me. We ended up being back cool. So I say this was about 2 years ago when we ended up being back cool and everything was
perfect. Like it's literally like we picked up where we never left. I mean, we picked up where we left off. You feel what I'm saying? It's like we never was even went on a break or whatever. So we're getting the kids together, of course. We're hanging out. We're doing our normal routine, talking on the phone hours out the day like that. We catching up. You feel me? That's my bitch. Like I'm happy to have my bitch back. What the fuck? So, boom. Keep in mind, she was really going through a lot at the time. So when I did come back into her life, I immediately got on my shit as a best friend. You feel me? I'm helping this bitch. I'm sending her $300-400 every other week. I'm trying to help her out so she can get caught up on some things. You feel me? I'm buying the kids new beds. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Like I'm really doing my part as my best, as you know, a best friend. Like I'm trying to fill in the gap and trying to do things that I feel like, you know, I didn't get to do during the time span that we weren't just talking. You know what I'm saying? So. And I'm trying to make sure that my bitch gets caught up because one thing for sure and two for certain, even though this bitch used to be back cool with all the other bitches that we used to sit up there and talk about, literally we used to sit up there and talk about these bitches and you're so easy to be back cool with these bitches, but you're not so easy to be and quick to be back cool with me when I'm literally one of the only bitches that you could ever call on for any fucking thing. You feel what I'm saying? And that shit right there really hurts me to the core. This is not me trying to get on here and be like, oh, I did this for you. Oh, I did this for you, trying to throw it in the motherfucking face. But it's like, damn, bitch, I could just never, like I said in a previous post, I could never understand how I could sit there and do so much shit for a bitch and a bitch act like I ain't never did nothing for them. You know what I mean? And that shit hurts. You feel what I mean? Like hurts. So anyway, helping her out. I'm doing everything that I can. I'm being there for her. Boom. Out of nowhere, I get cut the fuck off. Again, blocked out of nowhere, bitch. Like, mind you, wait. Because I had a page, right? I had a page and I asked her to make me a page, a little hoe page. You feel me? Because y'all, well, some of y'all know, some of y'all don't know, but you feel me? I be posting little ads, getting deposits from the tricks. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. So I had her make me a page. She was sending me her pictures because I had her posted.
I gotta ask a question.
Go ahead.
What the hell is a H page? She sent it out.
I don't know. It's got to be some new type of thing. I don't know what it is. First time I've heard it.
She said, "If you know, you know. We don't know. If you know in the comment section, please."
It's an H page, but we will probably want to check it out after this.
H3O. Yeah, what is the H3O page?
Is it an HBO?
H3O.
H3O?
No, I'm spelling it backwards though. So
yeah,
so,
she's going through it. Now, the way she's coming off, she's the boyfriend, but she doesn't realize.
So.
And she's tricking her. The girl is getting money from her. She's sending her money. She's giving her money. So she's kind of supporting her in some way.
Yes.
From what I'm seeing.
Some of the language that she's using, like, you know what I'm saying, it sounds relationship wise like too close, because that's some of the stuff she said. She clearly knows who she is. She's confident in herself, but some of the language she's using language like, well, she's probably considering the relationship I don't know. Some people do that, yo, and I don't like that. It's like when people talk, it's like they make it sound like you're in a relationship, and it's like, yo, your bond is strong.
The way she talks about her, I got my B back. I got my, you know what I mean? And the way she talks, it's like, yeah, we back like we used to be together. It wasn't like she was saying we're hanging out. Like she sounded like she's the boyfriend. She's the man.
Yeah. Because she's a definitely good person, and she's pretty, but the reality is, when you could tell she wants everyone to be okay. She's like a caring person.
Yeah, let's see from how she wrap it up, because
she was like initially money. She wasn't really tripping off me using her pictures or whatever. So I ended up using her pictures. She made the ad for me. And I was getting money that I was making. Like we probably made like a cool.
What would make you block somebody, unblock them, talk to them for a little bit, and then block them again? Do you think she just wanted more money? Because
I've
she's
seen
obviously
stuff like
using
that.
her. She's using her.
Exactly. Not her, the other lady's using her. Because I've seen stuff like that where you got jealous friends. You could have all good intention and the person could never compete. So they kind of take themselves away when they're down and they're out. They kind of reemerge, and you know what I'm saying? They get back in your good.
Because I'm thinking this is ending with them breaking up for good.
Well, that's what she said right there. Best
Right,
friend for
but
15 years.
From where we are now, let's see how she wrapped that up to get to that, because it seemed like she's on the outside looking in. You know what I mean? She's not in that girl's orbit other than her sending her some money.
Yeah. All right.
Right?
Let's play. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's
bands off that motherfucker, you feel me, before, like, I don't know, she just stopped wanting to post, stopped wanting to have anything to do with the page. So I was just like, okay, whatever. So initially when she blocked me, I thought, like, I don't know, maybe she thought I was still using her pictures from the page to get some money or something. Like, that's genuinely what I thought. Like, I don't know. But I really just didn't understand, like, why she would have blocked me. Like, we didn't argue. I didn't say nothing wrong. I didn't say nothing disrespectful. Like, I genuinely did not understand what was going on. So fast forward to about 3 weeks ago, she ended up randomly messaging me on Instagram talking about she misses me and all this other shit. And I'm like, okay, of course, bitch, I miss you too. Like, what the fuck is going on? Why do you keep blocking me? Why do you like? And I told her, like, you feel me? If we're gonna be back cool this time, you got to stop doing that shit, because at the end of the day, yeah, I want to be cool with you. Yeah, I love you. We've been locked in 15 plus years, but you getting mad at me and then blocking me and then making it to where our kids can't see each other. And then my son is asking me every other day why he can't come see your sons. And then I got to eventually just tell him, like, look, the lady blocked me. I don't even know, because my son's 9 years old. I can't keep on lying to him and just making shit up as I go, but I'm also not going to bash you or say nothing bad about you, because I really don't even have nothing bad to say besides the fact that you fucking blocked me and I'm mad about it, or I feel some type of way about it because I just don't understand. So it's like, I just basically explained to her, like, you know, if we're going to be back cool, we can't keep on doing that, because at the end of the day, fuck hurting me, fuck hurting you, bitch, we hurting the kids. You know what I mean? And that ain't cool. I don't even fuck with it like that. And then again, you always so quick to get back cool with these other ass bitches that be doing hella shit to you, that really be doing you any old kind of way. You feel what I'm saying? And you mad at me and doing me scandalous when, bitch, I literally will give you the clothes off my back. I will literally do anything for you. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, so we talking, we catching up. You feel me? She basically ends up telling me, like, the reason that she blocked me was because she started to have feelings for me and didn't understand how to express those feelings. And, you know, basically she wanted to fuck with me, you know what I mean? And I really didn't know how to react to that. Like, and I just pretty much told her what I've told her in the past when she tried to come on to me once before. I had kind of told her, like, I don't really want to go that far because I don't want to fuck up our friendship. I am literally the only bitch that you have ever met, that you have ever become friends with, that you have never fucked. And I want to keep it that way, because that's why I feel like we keep the type of relationship that we have, because there ain't no extracurricular activities going on behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? And where feelings is getting involved and it's extra shit. Like, so I like to keep my friendships at bay. You know what I mean? I don't want to go there, you know, with you. Not that I don't like her or I wouldn't. You feel me? She a bad bitch, thick as fuck, bad, pretty, long ass hair, beautiful lips, beautiful eye. Like, I mean, that bitch is beautiful. I would love to have a bitch like that. But you're my bitch. I can't have you like that, if that makes sense. You feel me? So boom, fast forward, after she's telling me that, she basically asking me, like, what can she do to show me that she's sorry? And I basically told her the only thing that you can do to show me you sorry is to not disappear on me again out of nowhere. And what does she do? She just disappears. Like, I don't know if she expected me to say, you can make it up to me by eating my pussy or letting me eat your pussy, and we can fuck and we can and we can scissor and do whatever the fuck else lesbians do. I don't fucking know, bitch. But I'm not trying to get down like that with you. And it ain't even because I don't like you. It's just because, bitch, I want to keep this shit business. Like, I'm gonna keep shit professional. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, I don't know, y'all. I guess me and this girl ain't gonna be back cool because she ain't wrote me back since. And I'm just at a point in my life where it's like, what the fuck? You really don't want to be cool because I don't want to fuck? I've never done nothing to you, girl. Like, literally, I've never done nothing to you. But whatever. I don't even give a fuck. This just goes to show how weird motherfuckers be and how I just gotta protect my energy and stick to myself at the end of the day. And I can't be mad at nobody but myself, or keep allowing motherfuckers to just keep on playing with me and using me. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, she right. She was definitely getting used. Definitely.
She sound is like I can't call it because she did is like what she said in the end. She didn't sound like she was a lesbian, but she's in an industry where stuff like that might occur, but she's not into it. You get what I'm trying to say?
And then the thing is too, the fact that she wants what she can't have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's one of the things with ladies, yo, because you see how, yo.
But what she also said is it's happened before. You know what I'm saying? She's tried to hit on her before. So it's not the first time it's happened.
Yeah.
She's trying to wear her down. She wear her down. But I'm wondering if it's more of okay. I think she already knows she's gonna say no, right? So she calls her the first time, she gets money, things sent, then she block her. She comes back after a while, gets more money, talk to her, then she block her again. Then she comes back, picks a fight, and then blocks her again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm starting to think that she's just doing it to use her because she knows that she's not going to do it. But I'm wondering why this girl just don't let go either. Because when was the last time, and anybody out there, let me know, when was the last time you blocked your friend, your best friend, your ride or die? When was the last time you blocked your ride or die? So if you're getting blocked by who you think your ride or die is, you need to find some new friends, girl.
Yeah.
Definitely need to find new friends. Because I ain't never gonna block my best who my best friend is. Or you say, yo, we the tightest, tighter than Versace, and you ban them. You block them. You know what I'm saying? Right? When was the last?
I ain't like that analogy, boy. You brought me to Puff Daddy. When you said tighter than Versace.
That was Biggie.
Yeah,
Wait, know who Versace is.
Yeah, I know who Versace is. I know.
Yeah, you know what the reference is. If we tighter than Versace, bro, we here. Like, why would I need to block you? And the fact that it was done so many times, and she fell for it every time.
Yeah.
She fell for it every time. Now, it seemed like, well, I don't so, but it seemed like they've been in each other's lives for a long time. She didn't specify how old the kids were, but it's to the point where the kid is asking, where is Auntie so-and-so? I'm just assuming they call her Auntie, whatever, but it make it seem like they kind of grew up like sisters.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody they don't want to try the other side. There's people that believe in one side and you should stick to that side. No means no.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? No means no. But in a few years, you can buy AI, making whatever gender you want, and you can do whatever you want to it. Anything you want. Because you purchased it, and as long as you got your receipt, it's weird.
We talked about that before. You can't. The robots got things where you can't do crazy things. Yo, they got them shits already, bro. You can't slap. You can't choke them. Yo, I watched that video. I was like, my God, these people got these craziness.
They will modify it to whatever the buyer wants. Trust me. Trust me.
It got I'll pull up the video for you one day. We probably do a video on it.
Yeah, but they gonna say that to the regular people. But these people that got money, man, they got AI doing everything.
Yeah,
everything.
That was a crazy one, but yeah, the reality when I looked at this is, coming to the end, I get to see where she's being played.
Definitely.
She had that other shit, that other chick sprung though, but she should have been aware that it's like this. How much ladies keep guys around that knows that the guy wants to sleep with her?
Right.
So it's that same scenario. If you know that someone is requesting, it's like this for a guy. I know that shit ain't flying. If you got a friend that's next to you that want to sleep with you, that shit is not going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what made her feel that she could keep this lady at bay when if you know she tried this before, you got your answer. The answer was already given to you. This lady's attracted to you and she wants you. That's why she's blocking you, because guess what? She has feelings for you, and she every time you come around, you know what I'm saying?
But I think that's a lie though.
Well, what's the lie?
Like, okay, is it just that easy to block somebody out of their life?
Yeah.
Somebody you care about?
Yeah.
Why? That's not normal.
P, you're saying your best friend likes you intimately.
Right. But here's the thing. Until they had this discussion, she didn't know that. She was just blocking her, unblocking her, blocking her, unblocking her. If that's your ride or die, y'all should be able to talk that out and say, yo, this is how I feel about it. No, I don't feel that way. But to do that, y'all ain't that tight. Y'all ain't tight as I thought y'all was.
But you that standard won't hold up for a man. Why should it hold up for a woman?
And then at the same time, she kept getting money from her, using her to get the money.
So the thing that makes this a little bit, all right, let me level the waters right here. All right. What makes this a little bit weird? Two of them are in the SMEX game. You get what I'm saying? They're selling some kind of level of thing or whatever they're showcasing. You get what I'm trying to say? If this was two regular people, I don't think it would have been like that, because she said, you know what I'm saying, the HO3 page, you know what I'm saying? And if you have one of those pages that, yo, I'm constantly seeing you in your most intimate positions or your most intimate thing. You know what I'm saying?
So you think that's why she blocked her on that thing?
Yeah, because trust me, it's like this.
Yeah.
It's a lady.
Right, on that page, it would make sense. If
Right,
that's
because
all, but here's the thing. She blocked her out of her life.
Right. Because it's like this. It's like this. Hey, you know what I'm saying? If you should understand. I'm not talking about same sex. I'm talking about a female.
Yeah. No, I kind of.
So yeah, I'm talking about a female, right? If you as a man and you're working every day next to a lady, and y'all in the like late night activities, right? You're not on that level where you guys are thing, but you get to see this person in a certain light that you be like, damn, you leave every night, bro. You go home, you know what I'm saying? This person drives you crazy, and you have the opportunity to make your move. And this person like, no, I see you as a little brother. See, most people can't handle that. It's like this. You know what I'm saying? One of the things we learned when we was younger is rejection. Once you get rejected, a regular guy, you're like, damn, all right, that shit ain't gonna never happen. Move on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't want no dealings with her. Let me just.
Some guys, they get stronger with rejections.
Right, but you ain't gonna go back to the same person.
Hell yeah, you can double back.
Yeah, you can double back, but
switch up this. Yeah, you can always double back. I'm double and triple back, and it's worked.
Right, but the reality is, most guys, not all guys are like that. Some guys, we know some guys can't take rejection. You know what I'm saying? We know some guys can't take rejection.
A lot of it's just communication, but that's up to you to learn. Every time you got shot down, you learn something, right? If you figure out why you got shot down, man, that's just a salty chick. But at the same time, you got to learn from that.
That's where the hard block comes in. The hard cut off comes in, because the reality is, yo, I can't get that. Let me move on, because guess what? You could also develop infatuation or
So hold up. So you think now when you say they're in the schmeck game, right? You think it was something like those letters?
yeah, I think something like, because you can't. What kind of page it is in this day and age? The only one is probably OF or something like that.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And I
The
think
letters.
that's probably what it is. You know what I'm saying? So,
But
yo,
she called it something else.
right, exactly.
I've never heard of it, but I'm assuming it's something like that.
That, because
But
that's
at
the
the
only
same-
page in this day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this. If you have a page, something similar
Because,
like
okay,
that,
didn't she say something like they signed up together or
they
the girl
use the
got
pictures. Yeah, use the pictures. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, that's
So
why.
you think she used her, got what she wanted, then blocked her?
Well,
She
was
used her
making
for
the
something.
money. She
Yeah.
was making the money.
The other girl?
Yeah, the chick that was telling the story was the one making the money, because she said she used her pictures a little bit, made some money, and so you can see where the other girl is also lending her body to the situation in returns that it leads into something, because that's what
But so at the same time, they both getting
right.
They getting, yeah, they both getting used.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Is like this. Is like, hey, I can understand why. So look at it, right? It's the industry that they're in. We don't know. We're only speculating, but the industry that they're in, they're both seeing each other in their most intimate light. So it's like, hey, like she said, you see how she described her? She described her like she wanted her too, but she was like, nah, that ain't her. You know what I'm saying?
Extorted. She getting extorted.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's double standards. Ladies could say exactly how they feel, but yet they could be straight. Let a guy say, oh yeah, he handsome, this blah blah blah, so list a whole bunch of shit. Man, you gay.
I mean, everybody take things differently.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that was a crazy one. That one's an extended one. That's the one that couldn't load up. But I be having long clips like this.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough to sit through them.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, as long as they wrap it up and get to a point where it's like, oh, I don't mind if it takes a little while to get there. You know. Yeah. But that was like an extended cat. Big up to D Cat in the chat. Hanging up with us. It's just us tonight. People are traveling and enjoying the good
right
weather.
Here.
Huh?
Computer love. Yeah. Big up to D-Cat, man.
Yeah, we had a lot of crazy topics tonight. Make sure, if y'all just checking in, make sure y'all go back and watch the rest of the clips. We're going to chop up some of these too, put them up. But I don't know if I could put all these different topics in a list. You know, we started off with Charleston and his buffoonery. You know, then we got the man going off on the workers. They want to do a Jerry Maguire. You know, then we have the woman's meeting the husband's mistress. You know, we got grandma dressing her ass off. You know, is it a certain age when you should dress the way you are? Like, yo, you know what's crazy? Like, you see a lot of people, right? When they hit like 70, they go buy like the same clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Like the warm stuff, and then you like, hopefully I will never get there. If I ever get there, shoot me.
Yeah.
And you know what?
I was going to say, Pete, let me add that and you go back. I done see some older ladies. They start dressing provocative as they get older too.
Oh yeah.
They be trying to show their legs and shit. You like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah. It's 2026. You got to learn how to court a woman in 2026, fellas. Regardless of whatever they bring, you have to learn how to make them feel special. And then we have the woman that got upset because the ugly man didn't think her beauty had anything to do with getting smashed. So
Yeah, the first one was the I think it was the first or the second one. The second one with the guy in the restaurant defending the girls.
yeah, that was the second one.
Yeah.
And then we had the mama that's out, got the 20-year-old watching the kids.
Yeah.
Now I'm hoping that at least she is with that person, because
that was the lady in the car. The mama was the one that guy with it.
It's funny because it would make sense, but she got out of a marriage though.
Yeah.
She got out of a marriage, and it seemed like, well, I shouldn't say seemed, but I could tell why he left.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But he could have drove her there. You never know how things work out. Usually it's the person that does the last stuff get caught sometimes, but that's life. That's life. Hey, I'm black. All day, all the time. No matter where I'm in the world. If I'm in the Caribbean, if I'm in America, if I'm in Japan, I am still black. I'm a black man. If y'all want to know what I'm talking about, make sure y'all go back about 4 clips. Check it out. Make sure y'all like the video. You know, it helps gets it out to more people so they can enjoy it just like you are tonight. Yeah, we went over a little bit, but we appreciate y'all hanging out with us. You gonna wrap it up?
All right, we could go right there. You got it. We out. Peace.